It's in my ears now.
Okay. Murphy, you can see Tommy and Messiah.
Hey, Tommy, how are you, my friend?
Good. I'm very well, thank you.
Same. I'm about to light the blunt we started earlier right now. I'm going to light one up also.
Well, I'm going to light up a powerful Tommy Chong joint.
I'm dying to try one of those. Super Connected keeps promising me he's going to send me one of those. I'm dying to try a Tommy Chong blunt. Probably amazing.
Well, they'll make you think before you speak.
I need that sometimes, actually, very badly.
We all do.
Absolutely. How's the NFTs coming along?
Great.
Oh, you guys killed my homies. Oh, my God. In an hour, you guys sold over the 10,420, my favorite number.
This is another NFT that I just carved.
That's amazing. What is that?
It's a joint holder.
I need that badly, as we know.
See, it works this way. Then you don't have to hold it. You can just put it down.
I love that. How can we get
that?
Let
it burn. Well, you have to spend a lot of money for it. They're all NFTs, and they're all for sale.
But I think it's well worth it.
I haven't arranged. I'm still making. Yeah.
How many NFTs? Are there going to be a lot of them, or can everybody get involved, or how do they get involved in that?
I'm not sure.
I just want one of those things very badly. I need that. It makes a mess all over otherwise.
Okay. I got you on the list.
I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. Is that the one, the new project you're working on, the Kid or Whibbit?
No, that's a whole the artist.
Okay.
The artist.
That's the NFT you're working on right now, actually, that holds the blunts, does everything.
This is my own private invention. Because I'm a woodworker and with bad eyesight.
Right.
So
that could be a problem if you get a finger in the way.
Well, I can see how Stonehenge was invented. Because
those guys are anyway.
Well, they're really stone. Okay. And they had no idea what they were doing until they did it.
Sounds familiar to me. Very familiar.
And once they did it, they were so stoned when they did it, they can't remember how they did it.
It makes a lot of sense. I've done it a couple of times myself, actually. Absolutely.
I just went to the store now and bought everything but the one thing that I went to the store for.
I hate that. I do that all the time. I'm like, didn't I just leave here to go do that? And of course, same thing. I'm like, I forgot the one thing I need. I got all this other junk I do not need. The one thing I need that I left at the store. I'm like,
the power of pot.
But you know something? I've been smoking for so long. I don't want to age myself, but I think that I need to smoke. It just makes me happy. It makes me better. It wakes me up. I don't get sleepy. I don't get hungry even. It just like gets me to another level that keeps me going.
It's medicine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They've proven it over the centuries, since the beginning of humanity. Yeah, it's always been used. It's a gift from God. It's the burning bush.
It's legal now. Thank God. What the fuck were they thinking, huh? How dare they? We can't smoke our weed. You dumb? It's fucking natural. You crazy?
But you see, you can't enjoy success without knowing failure.
And with failure, you learn a lesson at least.
Yes.
Not much fun, but you learn something.
Yes.
You know what's funny? We have a mutual friend, actually. I used to work for a friend that we spent some time with, Jordan Belfort.
Oh, right. Right.
I worked for him for about 2 years. Incredible man. Incredible.
Belfort. Yeah.
He called us phone assassins back in the days.
Well, he's making a lot of money teaching that shit now.
Oh my God! Good for him. Good for him. And I heard you played a big part of him actually writing that book and that all happening.
I told him the truth. See, Belfort, as you know, is a genius. And so the first thing he showed me was almost word for word, verbatim, Tom Wolfe novel called Bonfires of the Vanities. And he showed it to me, and he's acting like this is what I write. And so he said, "What do you think?" I said, "You haven't written shit, man."
Yeah. He looked at that.
He looked at me. He goes, "Well, what should I write?" And he said, "I told him, I said, all those stories you've been telling me every night."
Were the Lemon Quaaludes in the one before or the Lemon Quaaludes in the one after? Because I enjoyed the Lemon Quaaludes. They knocked me out, though.
Oh, it was the Quaaludes.
I loved them. I never knew what a Quaalude was. When I got there, I'd be half asleep, dripping down my throat from 7 a.m. to 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night working. But like, take no Lemon Quaaludes. I'm like, absolutely.
It's a muscle relaxer.
It's a mind relaxer, too.
I hear all sorts of weird shit.
I'm hearing birds. You hear birds? You know, I'm hearing birds in my head. And I don't even have the good weed.
You're not the only one. I thought it was just me.
I thought I was going crazy, Super Connector. I hear birds in my head.
Wow. So it's like somebody speaking a blackboard.
Or a bird fighting. I think it's a bird fight, maybe.
I guess it's electronic.
I don't know what it is. It's freaking annoying, though. What's causing that, Super Connector?
I don't know. It may be somebody's mic. I'm not too sure, but
it's kind of cool.
It's stopped now. Yeah. Perfect. Whatever anybody just did.
Did someone wire some money somewhere?
I don't know. For some reason, I hit mute. The birds stopped. The birds in my head, I guess. I don't know why, but they're in my head. I'll mute every time.
I think you have to pay to stop them. No,
whatever I have to do.
No, they're gone. Can you hear me?
That's better.
I hear you fine. Perfect.
Oh, good. And there's no echo? Oh, now.
Perfect.
Yeah. No, I can hear myself. It's feedback for me. Well, the bird stopped.
That's better.
Yeah, it's cleaner on my side. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Oh, good.
Much better. I don't know what happened.
Good. Yeah.
But yeah, well, I was saying to Murphy before you came on, and I was touching on the Jordan Belfort, and I said, it's crazy, obviously, because I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of Jordan, explaining the time when, when you were like together really as cellmates, and I think the funniest thing was the fact that you thought he was full of shit. Basically, you didn't even know that he was actually telling the truth until you kind of had to get it Googled, didn't you, or something?
Well, no. What happened? He told the truth. That only when he was telling the stories. It was when he tried to write. He was trying to copy Tom Wolfe, and copies, plagiarize. Just take someone else's work, and he was great at that. He's a thief. So he's really good at stealing. And I told him, you don't need to do that. What you want to do is tell the truth. And so everything that the Wolf of Wall Street in the movie was the truth, only it was kind of watered down, because what he told me and what was in the movie, what he told me was way crazier than what ended up in the movie. And the movie itself was a genius, crazy thing.
There were definitely some wild times back then. I could definitely agree with that. Did he mention Gina's girls at all?
Gina's girls.
They were the strippers that were hookers they used to bring to the hotel. We'd fly in a private jet, get there. There'd be food everywhere, 10 hotel rooms, a girl in each room called a Gina's girl, like a model, whatever, maybe $2,000, $3,000. But me at 18 years old, I was like, this is fucking amazing. I love this guy.
Yeah, heaven. You found heaven. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it while it lasted, man, because that's a one and done thing for sure.
I was with it for about a year and a half, but I mean, I learned so much. I mean, they wanted to spend every dollar you had. They bring Lamborghinis at lunchtime and cars for you to buy. Because if we have no money, we keep working harder and harder.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He sold me right away. I was getting meetings, everybody. I was like, let's go, baby, let's go. I loved him.
I've got literally like hundreds of messages coming through to ask you questions. There's too many to unmute people, so I'm just going to kind of pick some random ones that are coming through. One of them's one that I'd actually like to know myself as well. Is there another Cheech and Chong movie in the pipeline?
There is actually, and it's in development right now, and it'll be announced pretty soon.
Congrats! Cannot wait.
Is that exclusive? Is that exclusive, Tommy?
It is actually. It is. Well, I was never asked that question before, but when I'm asked a question, I got to answer it.
There you go. You got your answer. Just reading through them, there's literally tons, and they keep moving every time I start to read them. Another one comes, and it moves the one I'm reading. So just
you gotta stop them.
So I've got somebody on here that does want to kind of speak to you.
Sure.
Like, I know that you've spoken on social to him. I know you're extremely busy, so I'll recap you on it. It's the postman. So he's not a postman anymore. But
right.
He was one of the first holders in Shiba Inu, and he basically held the Shiba Inu coin. I think he made $20 million, and
so he's delivering that money now. Forget that mail.
Well, you got to do something with it.
He's a crypto messiah. I don't know if you can see him, Tommy, but
yeah.
How are you, brother?
Yeah. I think.
Welcome aboard, my brother. How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, guys. Good to meet the great Tommy Chong. I think I can tweak the link now. Everything is working. Everything was kind of. I guess we were just all just high. I just leave it at that. We was all just high.
Where's your joint, Messiah? Where's your smoke?
Oh, I brought it. I got it.
Let's go, Messiah. You know how we do, baby. Let's go, bro.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and tweak the link.
Next time we're letting only Tommy Chong joints. That's it.
If you can find them.
That's a problem, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to tweak the link.
Oh. No, I lost the joint I was going to smoke. That's funny. The fuck?
Where's Messiah?
I just had it.
I'm about to tweet the
Did you
link.
guys start filming already or no yet, Tommy?
Come on, guys. Let's face it,
No.
right? We're doing a VC with Tommy Chong. Everybody's high. Like even the 50 admin team that I got to do the tech in the background are all high. No wonder why we're getting echoes.
Super connected is not a bad thing being high. Stop it. Everyone will blame the weed. The weed's never a problem ever.
I know that, but there's a tech team in the background somewhere. That's better. Everyone can hear each other, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
The sound of silence.
Everyone's just relaxing.
It's deafening, they say, silence. I don't know about that.
Tommy,
I've been told
what
but every
happened
time I
to
hit
the
unmute, I hit the damn birds in my head again. It's annoying.
I think it's
Everybody talking at once.
I brought the birds back. I gotta hit mute again. I'm right here though.
the birds.
Was there a question in there somewhere?
Yeah, sorry, Tommy. I was going to say what happened the other day. I saw a video of you at a stadium, and they thought you were Cheech.
No, they threw a thing about something about Cheech lookalikes or something. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Everybody thinks I'm Cheech anyway, so I'll be Cheech.
Right, so we've got to get Murphy a new laptop.
I'm working on it.
Hey, when we done smoking, I'm gonna tweet the chart.
Yeah, you birds.
I'm gonna tweet the chart when we done smoking. So, oh shit.
Messiah, tell us about, like, I've heard obviously about your story here and there, but do you mind sharing it with us in terms of you used to be a postman and you're not anymore, obviously, but I find it really interesting.
All right. So at the beginning, like before all this started, I was, delivering mail like an average working hard person, and then I got on Twitter and the hashtags and stuff and memes. I saw like these little green little frogs. I was like, what the hell are these? And then I started following those around. Then I started seeing Telegram links and chart links and stuff. And then one thing led to another. I found out about the app called Telegram. And then once I got in Telegram, I saw how everything was connected. And then I started finding out what shields and stuff were. And I was following around this guy called El Crypto Chapo. And I ended up in the first rewards contract because you know how coins will have the contract where you buy this coin and you'll receive rewards in this coin.
Yeah.
I was around, for the very first contract, that was made for that. It was called RFI. This was before she even took off. It was a couple months before she took off, and RFI went to I think 60 million or something like that. It went from dust to no, it went higher than that. It went from dust to $4. And I saw this the guy I was following was El Crypto Chapo, and he was like an engineer, and he was been working 16 years. You know what I'm saying? You know how people tell their life story. He got to retire, and I saw him. I saw that personally, and that inspired me to do similar things to what he was doing. And then I found out about Sheed, and I ended up meeting Ryoshi, uh, the guy, the Fed guy, Fed Rocks, uh, and they were like the first deals, like the meme coin deals. They were like the first deals, and I got to like interact with them, and I helped. It was like 6 other people, and it was like people I met personally, but we never really knew each other's names. We just, we just knew we was all dependable people. And this was around the time where, we was all in the chat, and I just said she was swap, and we just ran with it. It was like, yeah, we're gonna do this, and everything just went to take it off. And I made this post on Twitter, like February I think it was the 16th, and I was like, Elon Musk is he definitely knows about she was swap, and I had tagged everything because he had posted a meme, a Lion King meme of him holding something, and I had posted it earlier about she, and I knew he was watching. And then later, like I think a few weeks later, he tweeted he was getting the Shiba Inu, and it went to like 30 billion. I think probably went higher than that.
Wow. So you quit your day job pretty much straight away after that.
The very next day, it was like instantly, and I put $1,700. Almost had like a heart attack. Heart was beating fast.
That is crazy.
That was the quickest I made any money, and it all came at a time where I didn't even know what liquidity locks were. I didn't know what anything was really. But after following people after so long, getting rubbed and learning, I found out. But I think back then we did things the hard way, because that's when Dex tools had first came out. Because Dex tools, they follow me. I've been on them ever since they first came out. So it's like that, just being there first, and it all started. That's how it all started. I was just followed around people. Like, you'll see somebody there first. Okay, you'll follow this person, see what all they got going on. It's a copy and paste method. It can work too. Follow people who you think that are successful, and then you know, but that's kind of what led me.
Where do you think the space is heading now? Where would you kind of say?
Well, I think it's going to be another Sheed, but in order for that to happen, it's going to have to be on. It's going to have to be on a new blockchain, because new blockchains becoming more popular. So it's really going to be whichever new blockchain takes off. That's where the next Sheed has the potential to be, and that's why I think the market's headed. But the TA is always normally correct, but I think we finna hit like accumulation phase, because the bigger guys, that's what they want to happen anyway. And I think the market is gonna be bullish after, like, everything has to dip. Bitcoin, like how they say Bitcoin has to go to 16K or 10K or whatever. It has to do that first before generational wealth, before everybody can just, have a good chance to get rich. Like, okay, I can get it right here. Before that can be said, that has to happen. That has to happen first. That's just in my opinion. I'm still bullish on everything, but as far as like a huge buy signal for everybody to be like, oh, okay, it's right there.
What
is the similarity between Shibu and
Said what?
these fucking birds are trying to be crazy. Come here, unmute the birds are crazy. I'm not going to do that. I was saying, my bad, but I was saying, you see the similarity between those trusts and Shibu?
You said the what those?
My bad, guys. I said, you see any similarities between Doge Trust and the one where you made your fortune on?
Well, in order to be like she died first. She died first for it was dead for around 4 months before it even it actually she died 3 times. No. Yes. She died
No
three
way, three
times.
times before it ran?
I
No,
think
no, it died first. And then when it pumped, that was like early January. And then it went down the end of like March and April. And they had died twice around then. And everybody thought that was it. And then Elon Musk had said something. And then it was the time they didn't think she was gonna get listed on Coinbase. And then I tried to tell everybody it was, and it did. And that was another push. That was a huge push. But it takes you can't run out of energy. They literally shield seed 6 to 7 months, regardless of what happened. But it took that amount of shilling from 25,000 people every day. Like the algorithm and how everything is a number, and if we had to put a number on it, it would take around 10 to 25,000 people every day for the next 7 months. And if anybody has enough energy to last that long, they will succeed. They will succeed.
so. I always say it's a community at the end of the day. Whether or not, I mean, in anything really, no matter what it is, it's a community that whether it be a big social page or a crypto project, the community is what's going to drive it, wherever it goes. And I think when you can gather a community together that appreciate and love being in one space, that's when you're going to kind of get the energy. Because if you like coming somewhere, then you're going to stay there. And if you do that, then of course, whatever you're involved in is obviously going to do well. So, I mean, I remember being in, a project that didn't even have a marketing wallet, and it was renounced, and it went 70 million. And every day I'd go in there, I would always see, them working hard, and, they weren't really there for the money. They were there because they liked being there. And I think if you can create that atmosphere in a token, you can definitely get it to go places. But that's obviously easier said than done, because a lot of people, they don't have the patience. But I mean, obviously we've got Tommy here, and a pleasure in being here. Thank you, Tommy, for taking the time to come here. Messiah, have you seen Tommy's NFTs? The not the My Home is. I know he's done them. They sold out in the first hour, but he's actually bought an NFT from a young artist that he's kind of like you're a big art collector, right, Tommy?
Well, actually, I'm an art collector, but not as big as Cheech. Cheech is the biggest art collector.
Yeah, I remember watching a video of you, Cheech, and Logan Paul.
Oh yeah.
When he went, and I remember him talking about the glass house or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
You remember?
I mean, sorry, Tommy.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say no. I just remember him saying about the glass house, and I heard Cheech talking about the art, and I could tell, he was really, really into the art.
Yeah.
But something obviously, like, what made you buy that Kid a Wibbit piece, the one that I saw the video on? Because I was told because it was trippy. It does look trippy. That piece of art you've got in your room, it does look like one of those. Do you remember those 1990s pictures where you had to look at them, and then there would be a picture behind it, but you had to stare through it to see it?
Yeah, it was very trippy. I'm still looking at them. That's the way I look at everything anyway.
I got a good question. What got you all in the meme coins, in the meme space, so to speak? What all got you interested?
My son actually, Paris Chong. He was the one that he leads me around, so he led me over here.
Shaquille O'Neal said the same thing.
Yeah,
He said the same thing.
I bet, yeah. Well, that's what you have kids for, man. They have to lead you around. And I follow them. Good kid.
Something big is going to happen, though. I can't say that. Something big is going to happen. Ryoshi is back. He's around. So I can definitely say something big is going to happen. But as far as market-wise, I checked MEXC Global and how they got the futures and stuff set up, and you can see all the orders. It looked like it's gonna be a big drop because they got the orders set up. Because the longer I've been in crypto, like the more stuff I've found out. I've found out about the order books, the stuff called the spread. It's deeper than it's liquidity pool mining. There's just so many more ways than just looking at a coin. Crypto is really deep.
It is.
Yeah, blockchain in general is the future. I mean, I've got a friend who works. He works high up for the banks, and he kind of invests in things like Apple stocks. But he's not allowed to do it directly, so he has to get like a friend to do it because of his job position. And yeah, obviously I'm not saying it. But when I told him about blockchain, he said to me, he said, look, all I'm going to tell you about that is the banks are worried about it. They're worried about it, So normally if the banks are worried about something, they want to adopt it and take it on themselves. So I think as far as finances go, blockchain in general is the future, but anything can stem from blockchain, can't it? I mean, obviously you have crypto coins, you have NFTs, you now have the metaverse. I mean, Facebook have changed its name to Meta. Blockchain, I'm just wondering what the next big thing in blockchain will create, the next new thing to attach to blockchain. It could be anything. But here as well,
I know what it is. I know what the next thing is.
What is it?
What the next thing is?
Yeah.
I know, but that information is so valuable. I can't just say it.
Come on,
I could just say it.
Sure.
Say it. Somebody could probably run with it. I think one of the next big things is you'll be able to purchase anything with your NFT. I think that'll be the next thing.
Yeah.
Because let your NFT have like a money value or something like that attached to it, and it can go up or down. You can reload it like a debit card with crypto. You know what I'm saying? You can use your NFT like a debit card, or that'll be the next big thing. And
the science is here already.
You got it right here. Now. Somebody go ahead
now.
Yeah, well, the NFTs are digital tickets, aren't they? I mean, the same way you would go buy, a ticket to go watch a football game through, say, StubHub or somewhere like that. You can now buy an NFT that has that as a utility. So, I mean, it's the future of it's the future of tickets, if you like, in a very simple manner. But you can go as far as you like with that. Really, it could keep expanding. You've got your My Homies NFTs, Tommy. They've got have they got a spot in I forgot what that place is called now. The one Snoop Dogg has a mansion.
I got to tell you the truth. I can't remember any of the shit they told me. All I know is that I'm going to make a lot of money. That's all I've been told. Yeah, I'm just trying to, enjoy myself as I wait. So I really don't know. I really don't know anything about it. I barely know how to use my phone. I still don't use Alexa as much as I should, or Siri. I can't get that shit together yet. In fact, I've been told by Siri to shut up. When you get your shit together, call me. Because I just, especially when I smoke weed. I don't care what we're talking about. When I smoke weed, I can't remember shit. Nothing. I can't even remember where I am. Well, at least I know where I am now because I've been here for so long. But we've got
a lot of listeners from the UK, Tommy. So obviously over here in the UK, unfortunately, we can't go buy it like you can in California.
I know. That's why we call it California.
How long do you think it'll be till we turn into California over here?
Well, watching the Queen's funeral, you guys got a long way to go, man.
Yeah.
They're still back. They're still back in that mindset. So as far as drugs go, anyway, the truth is the black market makes more money for everybody than legalization. You see, everybody. The DEA, they're going broke now because they can't steal off they can't reap the rewards that they were getting from the cartels. So
hate those guys.
So we're in a very beautiful situation, and it's so exciting. Fuck, it's so exciting. I'm so glad to be alive now.
Well, I hope soon we can go into a shop the way that you can over here and buy a vape pen and, buy weed at some point, obviously.
Don't get too wound up about that, man. I'll tell you.
Well, I spoke to you a year ago, Tommy, and you told me that your shops were coming over here pretty soon. So I got excited a year ago.
We're still trying to get past. Well, we got it over there now. We call it hemp. We call the products now. Cheech and I got a product called Cruise Chews, which are hemp gummies, but they have like 3 or 4% THC because every hemp plant has THC, and you're allowed so much, and so we got these in the markets now. We got these into Walmarts and places like that, and so it won't be long before it's going to flood Europe. The hemp.
Yeah, I tried some. I had some of your THC sent over the nano technology. I think it was something like, I'm going to get it wrong now, but it was something along the lines of sweet dreams and great vibes or something like that. There was
almost very close. Nice dreams and good vibes.
That's the one. The good vibes was the orange bottle, wasn't it? That's the a pick me up kind of thing. And I had some of that, and I didn't know that. I'm not too sure what was in it, exactly what was in it, but I know we couldn't actually sell it, over here as we wanted to. But we did have somebody that you probably saw this video a long time ago, and he came into one of the shops and he was he was basically, he couldn't speak. He was shaking. I don't exactly know what he had, but he really couldn't. He had to have a helper with him. He couldn't translate whatsoever, and he was basically looking for some CBD. And the guy who was running the shop, he was so freaked out by this like dude that he kind of just went under the counter and gave him one of your bottles just to get him out the shop, you know. And later on, he went onto Facebook on his own, and he was talking normally, and he did his own post about it, and he basically said that, you know, he's tried everything over here, and there was nothing to take. Like, I wish I knew what he actually had, because it's quite a common, you know, illness. But whatever it was, it cured him, you know, for the amount of time that he took it. So it was pretty cool. Unfortunately for us, we couldn't actually sell it in, so I had to run down the shop and take it all off the shelf quick, because he basically put a viral post out telling everyone where he got it from. But it definitely works, for sure.
Yeah. No, it's a medicine. It's been a medicine. Always will be a medicine. And it's just the governments that we have in power, you know, the people that are running the country and making the laws, you know, and that change is coming. That change, the change is coming, boy. Woo-wee. Yeah. And thanks to Donald Trump, by the way. We got to give credit where credit's due, you know. Yep. I'll give Trump, he shook the world. And you know what? He's going to go down as probably the most famous comedian ever to be president of the United States, and to do time for trying to overthrow the government.
That's when Bitcoin was at its highest. That's when Bitcoin was at.
Yeah.
It was going hard with the memes. Bitcoin was going so hard with the memes. Ooh, the Trump memes. It was the highest it's ever been. It was the highest.
Over here in the UK, we don't really kind of like, we never took him seriously anyway. Do you know what I mean? Because because we're British, we looked at Donald Trump in the White House like an extended version as Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it was just another great show to watch. Like my missus used to, like, she doesn't even know the first thing about politics, but she'd watch him as if it was like an episode of Friends. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what it was. Yep.
Yeah,
we've been controlled by actors for quite a while, you know, starting with Ronald Reagan, you know, and George Bush, whether he knew it or not. He was a comedian, you know. Clinton was, you know, a sleazy leading man. You know, Carter was a good old boy with a big heart, good old boy, Christian boy. And and now we got Trump, a movie maker. He really, like, he learned his craft doing The Apprentice, and so he really knows all about film and reshoots, you know, and rehearsals. And he wanted to rehearse the takeover before, but then, oh, what the hell, let's just do it. And then they wouldn't let the main actor in. The Secret Service wouldn't let Donald in. Can you imagine what a great movie that would have been if they had let Donald in?
Amazing.
Speaking of actors, you're good friends with Nicolas Cage, is that right?
Yeah. He what?
Hey, I watched this movie, Pig.
Oh man, have you seen The Incredible Talent? What's it called? The Incredible Talent of Nick Cage? Some title like that. It's an Amazon movie or something. Fucking brilliant. This Nick Cage, oh man, you got to see this. If you're an actor, you got to buy it. you got to buy it and just keep looking at it, because he gives a course on acting that you haven't seen on film before. So make sure you see that one.
He makes so many movies though, doesn't he? Lately, I mean, in the last like 4 or 5 years, he's literally made. You know, every time I look on the TV, there's a new. Somebody told me, I don't know how true this is, but that he just like if he stops, he gets bored, so he just loves working.
If he stops, the IRS comes and gets his ass. He's been paying back a lot of debt, you know, because he spends it way before he gets it. He addresses all that in his movie, The Incredible Talent of something. I forget the name of it, but it's Nick Cage, the latest Nick Cage movie. I loved it so much, I almost watched it twice in a row. I was on an airplane.
Oh, wow.
It's that good. It is that. It's funny. It's everything. It's everything you expect and more from Nick.
Who would you rate as the best actor right now? Putting aside Nicolas Cage, yourself, and Cheech. Obviously, you know, not saying that you'd say that, but
there's a girl in a movie called Blondie, and it's about Marilyn Monroe.
It's on Netflix. Yeah, I was going to watch it tonight.
Listen, to me, she is the best actress actress altogether I've ever seen. You got to see this performance that she does. It is Oscar, for sure, Oscar winning performance, and it's done most of the time she was naked. So you talk about you can't lose with this one
at all.
No.
At all.
Phenomenal.
So, I mean, I don't want to keep you too much longer because I believe you've got I think you've got a My Homies interview to do next. 5 p.m. if I read your socials correctly. So before you go, and obviously Messiah as well, this is obviously Doe Trust. It's a charity project. So I've sent the website to Paris. It basically, the idea of it is to give to people that need it, and that can be any charity whatsoever that need it. So
Beautiful.
They would like to donate $2,000. I nearly said pounds then, but $2,000 to a charity of your choice, Tommy, and also you as well, Crypto Messiah, to a charity of your choice. So you know, you don't have to decide now unless you've got one here and now. But let us know and we'll get that sent over.
Definitely. I got a charity called A Place Called Home, and what it is, it's a little halfway house in the ghetto where kids that aren't in a gang and they don't want to have to deal with that shit can come after school and on weekends, and they have everything set up, you know, game room and televisions and everything. It's for the kids, and it's called A Place Called Home, and that's my charity.
Okay, I'll get the details off Paris, and we'll get that sent over. You know, I know you're busy, but we'd like to have you back on if you're ever available, Tommy.
Anytime, man.
Next time, Murphy will get a new. Murphy's going to get a new laptop with some new headphones.
Don't worry.
Spend some of that money, dude. Don't just hoard it.
And yeah, the same for you, Messiah, as well. You obviously don't have to choose now, but you know, this is the idea of Doe Trust. At the end of the day, is to donate to charity. Of course, people will make money along the way on the token. That's part of crypto, but we want to give back to the people that need it. So if you have anyone in mind, say now. If you want to think about it, think about it.
I'm gonna search through a few of Elon Musk's charities. That'll probably be the most efficient of my doing.
Okay. We'll take your time. There's no rush anyway. We've put you on the admin team anyway, Messiah. See you here anyway, because I'm not too sure what guests we've got coming on next, but we are always going to have, you know, people come on, and what we're trying to do, we're trying to create a digital podcast based around crypto. That's what we're trying to do. So you can come on, have a chat, and at the end of it, a charity can be donated, and all under a banner of blockchain. So that's the idea of Go Trust, and that's how we hope to get recognition and grow. But it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure having you, Tommy. And
Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Messiah. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Messiah.
Okay, man. Take care.
Time, bro. I got you.
Okay. Okay.
Later, bro.